I'll call this meeting to order. And at least on my agenda, we need to add to the bills for payment, capital fund number 3. So with that, we have the minutes of our September 23rd meeting.
I'll move that we approve the minutes of the September 23rd meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moving on, we have warrants 8 and the payroll 8P and then capital fund number 3.
All right,
Oh.
I would move that we approve warrants 8, 8P, and capital fund number 5.
3.
Number
That would
3.
be
Oh, I'm
number 3.
sorry, number 3. I couldn't read my own writing.
I'll second that, Geraldine.
Okay, any discussion? Warrant 8 is for $2,024,996.13. And of that, most of that, quite a bit of it is going to the school district. And then the town meeting allocations. Let's see, quite a bit going into the capital fund that we voted on in town meeting. And let's see, what else? Oh, the usual highway supplies, repairs, electric, the regulars. So any other discussion?
Good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Doesn't look like we have any visitors. We have the road foreman's report.
Okay. So Lee's been basically working on mowing, culvert repair, under drain mowing, another culvert on Fallsbrook Road, some gravel, grading, hauling, and removing leaves and mowing.
Okay. And let's see. Any update on the covered bridge steps? David, you led.
I don't have any updates. Go ahead, Jeremy.
I got a call from Lynn Levine, and she indicated, and Terry, you might be more familiar with this than I am. She indicated that there are 2 other paths down to the river that are quite well worn, and we had a really good conversation about that, and I think that we're going to get a letter, if we haven't already, from the Conservation Commission with a suggestion that we just put a little chain across there and say, you know, natural area trying to establish, you know, growth to preclude erosion or whatever. And she totally got that the way in which we're dealing with the paths down to the river at the covered bridge are specifically, are influenced by the fact that there's the pandemic and we have a lot of out-of-state people. You know, like, this is a local resource that we want to maintain as a local resource, but right now we really, you know, want to not encourage use. So anyway, that's just kind of a heads up. We don't need to do anything about it. I don't know if there's an update about the actual work that the road crew did to put stones or gravel over the steps.
Well, as far as I've got it, is Wade's been notified that the work has been complete.
Right.
And at some point he will, when he's in the area, he will stop to look it over.
Yeah. Great. And he's also been notified that, let's see, the
fire alarm
system is going to be checked.
Yeah.
Right, and I talked to Lee. Lee has talked to Alan Pike from Code 3, and
Right.
they're working on a date. They'll let me know when it's done so we can let Wade know on that too.
Great. Okay. So moving along, We have correspondence for information. Is there anything there that you'd like to discuss? Okay. BCTV would like to visit at some point, and we'll just soon, maybe once we get a little further into the budget process, invite them to.
Who would like to visit?
Not BCTV. Let's see, Sevens and the
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What I understood, Zeke, was that we feel like we know what their spiel is and
I think so.
you know, what services they provide. And
Yeah.
I kind of got the feeling that we didn't feel a need for that and that we have a plan for how we're going to include them in the budget.
That's my sense. Of course, they can come to any meeting
Yeah,
that we have, but
right.
I don't think we need to be convinced. You know,
Right.
we said we're going to have them on the warning.
Right. So I think we could send a gracious message that, you know, told them they're welcome to come, but that, you know, this is what our plan is, and we don't feel, you know, we don't feel a need to have them. If they would like to talk to us and have it be televised, that's fine. But I figured we'd wait until Friday, and then I'd be glad to compose a message to Sarah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
I have a question. Do they propose a specific amount?
Yes, they do.
Okay, and is that the amount that is subject to our discussion, or will that be put up to the
So,
town?
in the past, they have petitioned and got enough signatures, and so what they have put on the amount they've put on their petition is what gets put into the
In the town meeting?
town warning for
Warning, yeah.
action by the voters. So
And this time it will be what? Because since they don't have to petition, it'll be what?
we'll look at, you know, as we go through our budget, we'll figure out a number to put in there.
We do that, but we put that in. Is that right?
Okay. And they can, of course, amend it from the floor, or a townsperson can amend it from the floor if they don't like it.
So we will discuss that as the budget process proceeds.
Yes. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to new business. Any reappraisal updates?
Not that I know of. I guess it would have been, I could have given Jean or Steve a call to see how things are going with Nate and the new monitor system, to see if they've gotten, you know, some residents to cooperate with this new monitor system. I didn't do that though.
No, I think I've seen the signs. They've been putting the sandwich board signs
Oh, okay.
over on the east side of town. So we haven't heard any, as far as I know, we haven't heard anything. So, you know, sometimes no news is good news.
Right. Would you like me to be in touch and see how things are going? Would that be helpful?
I think so. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we have a visitor. Let's see. So, Diana Lischert, is there anything you would like to address that's not on our agenda? And I guess she's muted or,
No, Diana
No.
is not muted.
okay.
Hi, Diana.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can figure it out and we'll continue. Let's see. We got the results of the traffic speed count.
Yeah.
It was done on Hill Road and Middle Road. And everyone take a look at that.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like Hill Road seemed pretty reasonable. And Middle Road, maybe not as bad as what one might expect, but what are people's thoughts on that? Anyone have any thoughts regarding the survey?
Well, the survey says that on Middle Road, about 40% of the people are exceeding more than 5 miles over the speed limit. In other words, over 40 miles an hour. Terry, I understand that that's not unusual, and that probably it would have to be, over. For it to be a problem, it would have to show over 10 miles an hour above the speed limit or something like that. So I don't know how serious it is.
Right. I think, the residents along there think feel it's a problem.
Yeah.
I guess we might want to share this with the sheriff's department.
Yeah, that's what I'll do now, is I'll send it up to Paul up there at the sheriff's department and give him these surveys and have a look at it. And, the Hill Road is really, sorry for the squeaking. The Hill Road is within the limits there. Middle Road, they may take a look at it and say, okay, well, we'll maybe put a little bit more time down there. But I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was. I figured it would be higher speeds when it came to averaging. So, but I'll send it up.
Okay, great. And David, would you mind forwarding those to Isha Williams? Was one of the people that was, interested in this traffic study.
Yes, I will. And was it Elizabeth?
It was Francis Hebert, and I did forward it to them and said, look, if you'd like to come and join us to discuss this. And he was like, well, you guys just mull it around yourselves. There wasn't.
So you haven't, but you didn't forward it to Isha, right?
No, because I figured you could handle that one.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. And just under other new business, their meeting, Wyndham Regional Commission is meeting tonight on the broadband initiative. And let's see, we know that Hector Galbright is from Camp Arden Road going to be zooming in on that. And he was going to update us on what he learns from that.
Great.
And so we may be able to address that at a future meeting. So I guess, does anyone have any other new business?
Just we got that letter in about the clarification of the using of the Zoom account for the town.
Ah, right.
Oh, yeah, right. So I apologize. That's my fault. When people ask me whether there's a Zoom account for the town and how they find out about it, a committee member, I've pointed them to Roger because that was my initial understanding. But so I need some clarification around who is the person at the town who will give a committee member the login and any instructions.
Okay.
For use. Do we know that?
Well, Lori has it, so I would, Lori has the information, so they could just call in, I'd say, over to the town office to get it.
Okay, so they should call Lori.
Yeah, if they don't
That's
already
never
have
been
the.
made clear to me.
Yeah, Lori does have it, so they can call her and get it. And I don't know if there's actually anybody that's taking a calendar role on this, but I don't think there's a lot of meetings that are being overlapped right now.
Right, because you can't have two meetings at the same time.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But Lori would also know that, the planning commission's meeting on this date. And yeah. So we can head them to Lori's way.
Okay, good. I'll do that.
Okay. Any other new business? Okay, so I wonder if, to discuss a scheduling issue, I wonder if members can stay on after we close our meeting, just for a moment.
Sure.
I can stay on.
Sure.
Great.
All right, so Austin, do you want to,
We-
stop the recording?
We have to adjourn
No.
first.
We have to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay. We've adjourned then.